Hi, welcome to Moose Jaw This Week, and I know that you've been waiting for this show because this is the medical group that has returned from Guatemala to tell us the stories about what they did and what experience they had. So I have Michelle Wicks with us, Jackie Wilson, and Wouter van Eden.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it's good? That's good. Wouter is a resident, and the others are nurses, and doing lots of good things. So, Michelle, you didn't go before. This was your first time.
It was my first time, yes.
And?
It was fantastic. It
Yeah?
was an amazing, amazing trip. Yeah.
So, what was your job when you were there?
So I supported the surgical team and did medical device reprocessing.
What does that mean? You put them back in the slots?
So basically, after surgery's done, the instruments come back to our room, we clean them, we sterilize them, get them ready for the next patient.
And how long were you there?
We were there, we operated for 6 days. We're supposed to do 5. We ended up doing 6, and I was there for 9 in total.
Wow. Jackie, you're an RN.
Yeah.
So what was your duties while you were there?
You know what? I had brought so many awesome people with me this time. I hardly had any duties, so it was good for me. So yeah, I just kind of helped with any area that was needing help. A little bit in the recovery room. I did a day in the pre-op space, and I went out on the medical team one day. So I kind of got to do a little bit of everything. So.
And here in the hospital, you do recovery room work.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. A little bit of day surgery and a little bit of all the things here too. So yeah.
How about you here? What do you do when you?
I work as a continuous improvement specialist here at the hospital.
Continuous improvement specialist, helping people get better after they're doing whatever they did.
Helping staff and working on processes
Yeah?
and making those better for our patients.
Yeah, good. Now, Wouter, you're a resident.
I am, yeah.
So where are you in the process of becoming a doctor then?
I'm first year family med resident. So one and a half years left.
1.5 years left.
Yeah.
And you got sent to Moose Jaw. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, I love it here. So
Well, that's good.
I'm glad Moose Jaw took me,
So tell me about your experience down there. What responsibilities did you have?
So I was one of 4 medical doctors who went down there, and we also had a nurse practitioner. And the 5 of us would go to 3 different rural towns every day, or 1 a day for 3 days, and just provide medical services. So we set up a small clinic in each of those with a small little pharmacy. And then we would just see patients as they come in. In total, I think in the 5 days that we were there, we saw over 600 patients, I think. Yeah, so very busy.
Yeah.
But it was really good fun to be able to be part of such a good cause, to go and help people who've got limited medical access and to provide some sort of care for them.
Yeah, and have you ever done anything like this before?
No, not something like this.
So this is, I think, the experience of different culture too. Like this is your 3rd culture you've been exposed to, I think, eh?
Yeah, it would be actually the 4th. So.
The 4th?
Yeah.
Okay, you were South Africa.
Yeah, South African. I trained in Ireland. I married a Canadian, and now I went to see Guatemala. So yeah, the 4th culture.
It's all good.
Yeah, all great.
Was she from Moose Jaw?
No, she's originally from Ontario, but she went to medical school in Ireland as well.
Well, but Irish, they do a lot of good things for Moose Jaw.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah.
So tell me now, when you got there, we were talking before you left that you were all excited, probably the most hyper of the group.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so. And now you've gone and done it, and would you go again?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep, I signed up, I think, the first day after we got there. I was like, okay, I will come again if you need me. So
What about the accommodations? What was that like?
it was good. Yeah.
Were you cold?
I was not cold.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
So
we were talking about weather and clothing
yeah.
or what you were
Jackie did a good job of preparing us all, so
Okay.
we were just prepared. So it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you go shopping?
I did a little bit, yes.
Where did you have to go for that? Were you in a town that had stores?
Yeah,
and
Patsoon
stuff?
has some shopping. Yeah, it has a little bit of markets. They have a market every day down the street, so there was some opportunity there. And then Antigua has lots of shopping as well. So, yeah.
And Jackie, you're the vet.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about what was different this year, and what you recall as being the good thing that you get to do.
Well, I love going. I'm excited about it every year that it happens, and it feels like it's a new adventure kind of every time because you never know really what you're going to get. I mean, I've been there 3 times, and every time now there's been different issues that you've had to kind of work through, and it's kind of a lot of fun to be creative. These guys in processing were rock stars at rolling with the punches, and just every bad news that came, they were like, okay, we'll figure out another way to make that happen. So I think everyone on the team did so great at that it was kind of fun for me this year to just see everybody working together. They were a great team, and everyone just pitched in to help wherever they were needed. So that's fun for me.
Now, the surgeries that we talked about before, there was like hernias and
Gallbladders.
and appendix?
No appendixes this year, just a few lumps and bumps. I think we did 29 general surgery cases, and we did 1 gynecology case. And then our docs are from the medical team on one of the days were able to do 4 local procedures. And so I think total in the OR we had 34 patients go through, which is just fantastic, I think.
How many normally would go through here in Moose Jaw at that time?
Oh, I wonder. Probably maybe that much.
Well, when you're working with one theater, one doctor, one anesthetist, that changes
Yeah.
things, right? So, I mean, in a day, we probably do 3 or 4 procedures in
Yeah.
a day here with that kind of complement. So maybe 30 a week too. So we did really well, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Now, procedures we're talking about, were you involved in that aspect of it?
I did one
Yeah.
from just removal something from someone's head. So
Not
Yeah.
just in a year or?
no,
No.
no, it was just lump and bump.
Okay.
So one of the patients had something.
Sebaceous cyst?
It was like a sebaceous
Okay.
cyst, yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my medical things. But the limited thing for a doctor who's went to school in Ireland and then came to Canada, there's differences there in the age and the quality of the equipment. But going there, how was that for you?
So doing the rural medicine in Guatemala really reminded me of rural South Africa.
Oh, yeah?
The clinics are very limited. We only took medication there that we brought. We had to raid the hospital pharmacy as well and get some of their medications, but you've got very limited equipment that you have. In the field, we've got no investigation, so it's all based on your clinical judgment, your physical examination. We did have a doctor who lives in Patsun who is from the States, and he's been involved in this since it started, and he would kind of give us guidance if we felt that some patients did need to have urgent follow-up, and so he would tell us actually write a letter and refer them to this clinic, and their health center or their health care unit might refer them there. And so there was a bit of that, but no investigations, nothing. You do your physical exam and from your history, and that's it. And we saw a lot of evolved pathology as well, because people don't have access to medicine, and so they just let things go and let things be. And you see them for the first time, and you would never see things like that in the Western world. You know,
No.
so
Wow. And your wife went too?
she did. She was one of the other docs who went. Yeah. So
That's unique. I don't remember couples going before, Jackie. Is that the first couple that went?
Well, we've had Candy and Brad came last year, but he was not a medical practitioner. He just helped us with all the other odds and ends that go along with it. So, yeah, it's kind of fun to have a medical team, a good duo.
A medical team.
yeah, it works well. And so yeah, she went. She was one of the other doctors. It was myself, Dr. Mark Brown, Andrea Martins, my wife, Dr. Lisa Smith, and then Jill Pikalak from Regina. She's the NP, and so the 5 of us. And it was great. And it was nice to have her there as well to bounce things off. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can say, and what a great experience in your life to share that with.
Yeah.
You come home and say, well, yeah, I was doing this, but now you can say, do you remember this guy?
Yeah, and that actually happens every day. That's kind of like what talk is like in our house, just because we're both in the medical field. But yeah, it was fun. We both saw things that we've never seen before.
Yeah. Well, good for you. So, how many more days till you go again?
Oh, I don't have that counted down yet.
I thought there'd be a calendar somewhere.
I should.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of support that you got from the hospital, from the community, and you're starting again to create this, because I think you're going back next year. Is that true?
That is
true.
Is
We are.
the project is going? Jackie, tell me what kind of things do we as observers need to know that we can maybe be better to support you?
Well, finances is always the biggest challenge for us, collecting all the supplies that we need ahead of time and then just covering our expenses while we're there. Everyone on the team pays their own way to get down there, but we pay to use the hospital, we pay for some extra local staff to work alongside with us, and we got some awesome donations from people in the community that helped our fundraising. We had a campaign to sponsor surgeries, which is kind of fun because we're already working on the letters to go home to everyone who sponsored a surgery, because we want to kind of share some of the experience of a patient who's been waiting for quite some time to have a surgery, who finally is allowed to have one because of the support from home here. So that's kind of exciting. And, I think people love to give to a good cause. And this is, when you are there, you see the need that they have. And also, we reap the benefits of seeing how grateful they are for the care that we can offer them. And so it's such a life-changing, kind of rewarding feeling to be able to help somebody who just wouldn't otherwise get any of the help that they need. So Moose Jaw is awesome. Such a good, supportive community. The businesses have supported us really well, and just individuals have been incredible to help us get there this year. So we're hoping that they'll support us again as we start fundraising all over again to get there the next time. So.
Well, and you can I imagine you planning some kind of events that you would like to be involved with to help sponsor the people to go next year, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What kind of things do you think you want to walk a mile in my shoes and then you wear sandals and stuff?
That's a good idea. Never thought of that one.
Yeah, well,
Maybe you should be our fundraising.
Yeah,
champion.
there
I
we
was
go.
thinking that we need a camera crew.
Yeah.
Justin's going, yeah, that'd be good. Well, thank you very much for taking the time out of your life to do that with your wife and your friends, to share that skill and knowledge that you have that they don't necessarily have access to. But I want to say thank you, all three of you, and all the rest of the members of the crew who went down this year. And we look forward to next year and helping to share your story with people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
that's it from here. So we'll come back and we'll talk about something else important in our community. So don't go away.